Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about what it's like finding a job when you first leave the Amish. When I first left the Amish, I had a hard time finding work. And that was simply because I didn't have any experience. By experience, I mean experience that provided references, contact information, so they could contact them to see what type of worker I was. Like, even though I had experience in cleaning, cooking, bakery, customer service, babysitting, and just working in general, it didn't matter because I wasn't able to provide references, names, contact information for the people that I worked for, so they could contact them to see what type of worker I am or if I actually worked there. And mind you, I was not applying at jobs that you needed experience for. I was applying at fast food places, where it specifically says you don't need experience, but they still weren't hiring me. And I think this has everything to do with this being Minot, North Dakota. The people there weren't familiar what Amish was. So when I got questioned about my age and my work experience, they were confused because I was 18 years old and I did not have any work experience. Or according to them, I didn't. But still, it's fast food places. It shouldn't have mattered. But when I first left, I was very shy. Like, I was literally in a shell. Something in that had a big part to do with it as well. I remember we had a Dairy Queen in our neighborhood and my roommate made me go there literally every day to try to get hired, which still doesn't make any sense to me. Why I was going there every single day when I had already submitted an application. I did end up working there after I had some experience. But about 3 months after I left the Amish, I finally got a call from McDonald's and they wanted to interview me. And they ended up hiring me. But it wasn't until several years later that I found out that the general manager had actually specifically told the assistant manager not to hire me. But then the general manager went on vacation and the assistant manager was in charge of hiring, and he hired me. And when the general manager got back, she was so mad that he hired me. But it had already been done. She said after a couple months, she was really glad they did hire me because I was a really great worker, which, come on, if you had just given me a chance in the first place, it just goes to show that you can't always judge somebody for not having experience. But come on, it's a fast food place. This is where people come to get work experience, to get customer service experience. This is where high school kids go that don't have work experience to get experience in customer service, running a business, or just work in general. But I can't complain about McDonald's though. They did a lot for me. They paid for my high school education, and the owner of McDonald's gave me a laptop to do my schoolwork on, which he didn't need to at all. And it's the place where I learned about the military. And I met a lot of great people there. So I'm not complaining. I just felt like it could have started out better. And after that first job, it was so much easier to get hired for other jobs. After working at McDonald's for several months, I also started working at that Dairy Queen. But that didn't last long because it was way too little money for way too much work. After that, I started working at Community Options. I was a DSP, a direct support professional. And that job was very draining. And then as soon as I finished my GED, I started the process of getting into the military while also working at Pepsi and Best Buy. But it is definitely easier to find work after leaving the Amish if you're a male, because there's a lot of ex-Amish guys out here that have their own carpentry, construction, or even harvest crews. And they're always hiring. But I guess it's also easy to find work if you're at a place where everybody is familiar with the Amish. And they already know that Amish people are good workers. What can I say? We are good workers. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to hear more of my story. And also follow me on TikTok at IdaMachiever1 and on Instagram at IdaChooseHappiness. I will be posting videos and answering some questions on both of those platforms as well.